When Mike and I started Chuy's back in '82, I don't remember Tex-Mex being even a phrase. You just went out to eat Mexican food. There weren't too many interior Mexican food places. There wasn't a lot of seafood being done with Mexican food. And back then, there wasn't really a New Mexican influence. There weren't blue corn tortillas. There wasn't any green chili or red chili products available.
So we were planning on doing a Mexican restaurant. We thought, man, we ought to incorporate some of this really good New Mexican food into the Texas market.
We took several trips to New Mexico, and in New Mexico, everywhere you go, they have green chili and red chili and various combinations with their Mexican food. Didn't really find that back in the early '80s in Texas, not anywhere that we were familiar with.
New Mexico is known for one thing more than anything else, and that's our green chili. Because of this soil, this temperature, this altitude, nobody in the entire world can grow a more flavorful chili than New Mexico chili.
There's probably 60 to 100,000 acres grown in the United States, if that much.
What we noticed about 20 years ago on our trips to New Mexico is that when they had the harvest, because it's an annual harvest, on all the street corners, in front of all the stores, there are all these guys out there roasting green chilies with these big roasters and roasting green chilies and selling bags of them on the side of the street.
It was just really kind of exciting to be there and see. They'd be turning the roasters and roasting the peppers, and it'd be sparking and flames shooting up, and the peppers are getting black on the outside.
We bought some and brought them home. You know, I'll tell you, 2 or 3 bags of freshly warm, freshly roasted green chilies in the cargo hold of a Southwest Airlines plane will smell up the whole plane.
Everybody on the plane was talking about green chilies, and anyway, we had this excitement about it.
We just fell in love with the green chili. It's a pure flavor, it's a pure taste. It's completely different than the habaneros, serranos, and jalapenos that we were so used to. And the green chili, New Mexican green chili, is the only chili that creates a natural endorphin reaction. So it's kind of addictive.
That style of Mexican food, of New Mexican food, went well with the traditional, or what I call Mexican food, of enchiladas and tacos and you know, those products.
At a certain point, it seemed like the green chili flavors were changing, and they weren't as hot as they used to be, and we were having to add jalapenos or serranos to our green chili to bring the temperature up to an acceptable mouth-burning, tear-jerking level.
And then finally, though, we decided to go to New Mexico and go talk to the broker and go figure out what the problem was with the green chilies. Through that trip, we met with a lot of actual growers of green chilies, and I found out that, well, when you say green chili, they look at you and say, what kind of green chili? I said, well, you know, we thought we were buying sandias. And they said, well, you might have at one point been buying sandias, but maybe that's the problem. Nobody grows sandias anymore.
John said, well, how do we get these sandias? He goes, well, I still grow them. I've got a patch over here I grow for myself and all my friends. And that started a relationship with us going out there and basically contracting for this type of chili, just to make sure we could get the right chili for our customers, the one that we fell in love with in the late 70s.
First of all, chili is a very high-risk crop because we have to plant it so early and then carry it so long through the year. And then it also is a high-maintenance crop. And then it's very labor-intense. The acreage in the valley has drastically gone down in the last 15 years.
When we started going out to New Mexico to work with farmers and to check the harvest, we thought it'd be a good idea to just take some of our key people along with us so they can experience the green chilies, so they can really get their hands on them.
It's real important for people to understand chili is a fruit because it has seeds. And like any fruit, the first pick is normally the most plumpest, the most juiciest. You're getting the best there is of this on that first pick.
People think that the heat comes from seed, okay? And it does not come from the seed. If you'll look along that vein, that's where your heat's at.
The brighter the yellow is on this vein, the hotter the chili.
My eyes are watering. Don't rub your eyes.
Yeah! We got New Mexico now. Yeah!
We got recommitted to learning about green chilies, and every year since then, we've gone back and forth to the green chili fields and, number one, contract with the right growers so that we get the crop we want. Number two, following the process and being there in the field to talk about when it's ready for harvest, tweaking what we want. And now we do use a hybrid in the green chili. It still has the same flavor and heat profile as the sandias, but it is one that they have a higher yield, so we get a better price on it. And it's a great plant. It's a once-a-year crop, so they would be sent to this processing plant, and it's a huge facility, and they process the chilies with roasting and steaming, and then they're frozen, bagged and frozen. I think we went through 4 or 5 or 6 different runs of trying to adjust a little more roasting, adding a little more red chilies to it, a little less steaming, and finally we came up with what we felt was just right for Chuy's product. I think this year we've ordered 450,000 pounds of green chilies.
They're so much better when they're fresh. This one period of about 3 weeks out of the year, we thought, let's just bring that in and start doing a green chili festival so our customers and the people in Austin, they have a chance for 3 weeks to get the really good fresh green chilies.
We decided to invest in doing the roasters and learn how to do that, and so that was the beginning of Green Chili Festival. At Chuy's, that's what we do. We make fresh food every day, fresh food every night.
Most chain restaurants today, everything's frozen, pre-cooked, pre-packaged. They defrost, they microwave, and they put it on your plate. At Chuy's, the only freezers we have is for ice cream and green chilies, because green chili is an annual crop. Everything else we do fresh every day. We make our sauces every day fresh. We do everything without preservatives, additives, chemicals. That's just how we cook. As we get our team and our managers and our employees and our cooks more involved with really where the food comes from and how it's made, it just gives them a better appreciation for what we do. And that translates into better, fresher, healthier foods.